happening, guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a WWE Mattel Elite Series 116 featuring Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and Kevin Owens. If you are interested in grabbing this set, it is now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. And you gotta shop use promo code FORLIFE to save 10% off your order. So I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know how excited I am for this set. Definitely some different features as far as Randy Orton and AJ Styles. So you're getting a Randy Orton now with the brand new torso mold with the bigger size. But he still looks a little weird to me with these arms and legs. So I can't wait to get him on the packaging and kind of get a better look at it in hand. We get AJ Styles also does have a new torso underneath. You can't see it with this jacket. But he does have the jeans mold, and I really would have preferred AJ in tights, to be honest. And we also do have Kevin Owens. This is another 2-in-1 figure. I believe he's got a plastic molded shirt underneath as well as a soft goods shirt. So will be interesting to see all these figures paired up side by side. But you can see for your packaging, you get your standard Elite window box here with the nameplates of each wrestler on the front. And the little window box here on the top. Flipping over to the side, you will see the nameplates for AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. Flipping all the way to the other side, you get the larger images on the side of the box. On the back, you can take a look at the other figures in the wave. If you guys would like to pause and take a look at the read-up at the back of the packaging, you can do so right now. But enough chatting, let's get these figures out of the packaging and see what they're all about. Starting us off, we are taking a look at Kevin Owens out of the packaging. So let's take a look at the interchangeable hands that are included. So you will get a set of the mic open holding hands with him having the fisted hands on the figure itself. I'll be honest, I don't know how excited I am for this KO. I feel like this is a formula we've seen plenty of times before. You can see the head sculpt here. We've seen this on a few different Elites, and I believe the Ultimate as well. He does come with a soft goods shirt with a KO logo on the front. On the back, it just says, "Just keep fighting." The good thing is, like a lot of KOs, you get kind of a 2-in-1. You get the kind of like rubber shirt under here. You'll see the WrestleMania design on there for KO, which he's known for. Tattoos also included on his arms, which look great. He's got the full sleeve tattoos. He does have the black hand and wrist tape. You will see the sleeve on the other side or the other tattoos, man. KO at one point really didn't have a lot of tattoos. I feel like every time I see his newer Elite figures, there are more and more. He does have the tattoo on his knuckles here, as well as the other interchangeable hands that are included. His shorts do say fight here. And he does have these short kickers, man. They don't look very good on this figure. I'll be totally honest with you guys. You can see the kind of red outline on there. Take a look at the back of the figure, just kind of plain black shorts. And again, the design on the shirt. Is there anything on the back here? I don't believe so. It is all just plain black. The figure, I'm not going to lie to you guys, feels a little loose. Like his feet just feel a little loose. His legs feel a little wonky. But let's go through some articulation. The head is kind of stiff, of course. Everything else on this figure is loose, but this head, man, really stiff to move. Looks up about that much, down about that much. Arm will go fully around. You have the bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. Hands you rotate and hinge. You do have the waist swivel here. Does the splits pretty good. See how he kicks up. Not too much. You can see a little bit of like a loose knee. I feel like it's a lot of the KO figures. He does have the thigh cut, the double jointed pin legs. You do have the boot rotation. The feet are actually, they're a little loose on mine, man. You can see that it is that new like kick pad mold, but it's the short ones, man. They just look so weird. The other leg is a little stiff, but you can see a little bit of that bounce down as far as that knee. Just a little loose. Same with the foot articulation, so I'm not really crazy about that. For some Kevin Owens comparisons, still one of my favorite in my collection. We have the Stone Cold mocking Kevin Owens Elite figure here on the left. On the right, we have the teeny tiny Ultimate Edition figure. I feel like I'm going to cut this figure from my collection. Every time I look at it, I'm just upset. Look how small he is. And for the hell of it, if you were curious, let's bring in Sami Zayn, the Ultimate Edition. You can see how much taller he is than this Elite Kevin Owens. Moving right along, we are taking a look at Randy Orton out of the packaging. So his accessories do include a set of the mic open holding hands. You will see the hand tape. He also does come with his Orton posing hands here for him to hit his iconic pose. Additionally, you do get this soft goods shirt. I feel like it looks a little baggy, but it says Daddy's Back on here, has the RKO. Velcro's on in the back. I mean, look at it on this figure. Does it look a little baggy? I don't know. I just feel like they used a bigger torso. It would be nice to have something a little more snug, but it does Velcro on off. And here's something that we are seeing for the first time. So we are seeing a new Randy Orton torso being used. I believe this is the same torso as that AJ Styles that also came in the set, which we will compare. But you'll see he has this nice size torso. Randy Orton is jacked. He's freaking huge when he came back. Like, stunned a lot of people. Like, wow, what happened? Randy Orton had such a transformation. But you'll see the head sculpt I believe we have seen before. I don't know. Something about this head just looks a little off. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's just the paint applications or the True Effects technology added on here. Just something looks a little off. Doesn't look quite like the best head sculpt we've seen. Again, the newly sculpted torso here. You will see he does have his tattoo on his ribcage. Does have the full sleeve tats as well. Just looking at proportionately, though, I feel like these arms could be a little bigger. I mean, it's like his torso just grew, right? Randy Orton, he's got a bigger torso. His arms grew. Like, he should have a little more size instead of using the same arms used as prior Ortons. I believe this is the same like arm size. I feel like at some point they were using the thicker arm mold and it looked a lot better. I think that would have really put this figure over the top. Bigger arms, bigger torso. He's always had these like skinny legs that go with it. I mean, on all his elites. But before we get to those legs, let's take a look at his trunks. You can kind of see the outline of the Orton design on the front. It does have Orton in the back. Remember, there is a chase version that has the yellow. I think that one probably should have been the standard. That would have looked a little nicer. It'll pop a little more. I'm just kind of getting tired of these like slightly outlined Orton trunks where you can't really see them. Even on the Ultimate Edition, they went with that kind of like black. You can see the knee pads do have RKO. And again, the skinny legs. He does have the new boot mold here, which you will see does have the added articulation there. I feel like these boots do look a little, not these boots particularly, but all the new molds, I feel like you can never really tell if they are like a right or left boot. Sometimes they just look so similar. I'm like, did they put the wrong part on there? But you can see the different designs here for Orton. Additionally, I did want to give you a view of the back for his back tattoo. You can see how it is on the newer torso. Looks pretty good for the most part here. But let's zoom out. Let's talk about the proportions. What do you guys think? I feel like legs I'm okay with. I feel like his legs have been kind of the same size. It is what it is. He's always had these massive tree trunk legs, if you ask me. But I feel like the arms added would have been a little better. I feel like sometimes they just give him a really small head. I think proportionally he could be better. But you know what? I do like the new torso for like a modern day Orton. And what I would like to see when they go and make older Ortons, I don't want them to put this torso on. I feel like sometimes they have that issue like we've seen with The Rock where they mismatch different torsos and parts. Like we've seen Rocks from the past have this jacked torso that he never had. So hopefully this sticks with just the modern day Orton. But let's go through articulation. Head will fully rotate on this figure, nice and easy. Looks up about that much, down about that much. The arms do go fully around. You have the bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. Hands do rotate and hinge. You do get the ab crunch here. Goes back about that much, forward about that much. Waist swivel, no problem. Legs, a little stiff on mine. Let's check the other side. This one's a little loose, so may just need to heat it. You can see it on the splits. We'll run into a little trouble. You have the thigh cut, the double jointed pinned legs. You do have, again, the boot cut. The feet do go up and down. They do hinge on that new rotation. Like I said, sometimes I feel like look at these boots. You can never tell without looking at the bottom which is left or right. Sometimes it just looks a little off. But a good start to this brand new torso mold used for Orton. A few different eras of Randy Orton to compare the new torso size here. So we have the SummerSlam Elite here. You'll see he's using that skinnier torso that we've seen forever on Orton figures. But if you bring him in side by side, you can see how much larger this new torso is. And like I said, I really do like the look for Orton here. We also do have his one Ultimate Edition. You can see, again, size-wise, I feel like this Ultimate torso actually looked pretty good. I could only imagine if they're going to go with a different torso for a modern-day Orton, kind of look a little more jacked, even though this actually looks pretty good if you ask me for even the prior Ortons. Man, I even like the tats on the Ultimate. Just looks a little nicer, but just to give you some different scale comparisons, height-wise, I think they're about the same. So, you know, I'm pretty pleased with this new Orton, but I will say I do like this Ultimate better. The last figure we're taking a look at is the phenomenal AJ Styles, one of my personal favorite WWE superstars. So, accessories, you'll get a set of the gloved mic open holding hands with the AJ Styles logo. It does come with the open hands for him to hit his AJ pose. Additionally, he comes with this soft goods trench coat that actually does have a hood on here. You can see how that looks on the figure. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't know how crazy I was about this attire, but the coat looks nice. It does look like pretty quality soft good material. Used by Mattel. So again, just like Orton, this AJ does have this new torso as well as a new head sculpt. We did see this on the basic figure that came out not too long ago. Very exact same head, I want to say. For some reason, I thought it was different because I bought that basic thing that we're going to have two different AJ heads with the longer hair, which I absolutely love. This head sculpt looks great. Looks pretty good on this torso. I feel like I did swap this head on some of the older elites, and he had the skinnier torso. The head just looked way too big on those bodies, but you will see he does have his tattoos on here, which is pretty nice. I mean, could they put just a little chest chest hair on this, I think would have put it over the top. I know some people are going to say, AJ doesn't have thick chest hair anymore. I mean, I think it would look pretty good on there. You can see they do have these styles, logos on the cuffs as well as on the gloves here. He just has plain black jeans here. Plain black jeans mold. Nothing crazy on here. Has the boots underneath. So that's why I wasn't too excited for this. I mean, I'm always happy to get new AJ Styles figures. You can see even the P1 on the elbow. But as far as this figure, like, it's so basic. I would love to have gotten this head on a tights version. I hope we do get that eventually. You know, AJ getting towards the end of his career, man. I've been watching this guy forever. One of my favorites. Articulation. Look how long that freaking hair is, man. The head does fully rotate. Looks about that much. Kind of bounces down, I guess, due to the hair here. But you can see the arms do go fully around. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Hands do rotate and hinge. Ab crunch about that far down. That far back. You get the waist swivel. Now with the jeans, I feel like legs are sometimes hindered. Articulation kicks up pretty good. Does have a thigh cut, double jointed, pinless legs here, a little stiff on the bottom joint. The feet do go up and down. Not really much rotation side to side. Does the splits pretty good. The other leg, also not stiff at all. Pretty good articulation for a pants jeans AJ, but would have really loved to see this figure in tights. So as you can see here, both these figures are utilizing this brand new torso model. I feel like it fits both these wrestlers pretty good for their later run careers. You can see again the different marks on the abs here, the bigger chest piece. Just looks really good for two dudes who came back really jacked. For your AJ Styles comparisons on the left, we have the WrestleMania Elite here from the Boneyard match. I did want to bring them out to see how they scale. Height-wise, I want to say they're around the same. The new one, I think, is just a tad shorter for the AJ. Again, that one's using the shorter torso. You have the Ultimate Edition here, probably my favorite AJ Styles figure in my collection. And we also do have the basic that did come out. You can see the head sculpts are identical. He does have the tights on here. Like I said, I would love to see something like this in the Elite form, but we are getting him here in the jeans mold. One last comparison for you guys. So I wanted to compare the torsos from some different AJ Styles figures. So we have an Elite torso here using kind of that smaller torso from prior. You can see how much bigger it is. That Daniel Bryan torso just looks so puny. Again, chest hair, man. Just put these figures over the top if you ask me, especially for AJ. This is my custom Ultimate Edition. It's just the Ultimate Edition torso swapped on the blue tights here. But you can see how much smaller the Ultimate torso is versus a brand new one used for the Elite 116 AJ. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know all your thoughts down below on these brand new Elite figures. Will you be looking to add them to your collection? Also, please turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my YouTube channel. So let's get into my personal take on these three Elite figures. I'm going to say KO. I'm severely underwhelmed. I feel like the joints on this figure feel really loose. The head sculpt is not that great. I mean, you get a soft good shirt. There is kind of a 2-in-1 action to it, but I don't know. I just feel like we've gotten better KO figures from Mattel in the past. So I think this is one you can skip. Orton, I'm torn because I do like the new torso. But again, proportion-wise, I feel like the arms could be bigger. I kind of would like something a little different with the head sculpt. But I do appreciate that he did come with a soft goods t-shirt. AJ Styles, actually really do like the figure. Again, I like the new torso. I like the head sculpt. It is pretty awesome. I just wish he was in tights. So not my favorite AJ to say the least, but you know, he does look pretty good, and I'm happy to have him in my collection as a huge AJ Styles fan. If you are interested in grabbing any of these figures, they are now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. You guys sharp use promo code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. Thank you again for your continued support and tune in. I'll catch you all on the next video review.